How good is your English vocabulary? Let's put it to the test. In this video, we are going to explore 15 advanced words. If you're familiar with all of them, your English is excellent, no doubt about it. Make sure to share your score in the comments and I'll check them out. Let's dive in and see how many of these advanced words you already know. And the first word is notion. Notion. What does it mean? Let's take a look at the example sentence. He had a vague notion of what the project involved. Does it ring a bell now? Notion is a general understanding or a belief about something. Notion. Let's get down to the second word. Alleviate. Alleviate. What does it mean? And the example is, the medication helped alleviate his pain. So it means to make suffering or problem less severe. Alleviate. The third word is resilient. Resilient. For example, the resilient team bounced back after the loss. Can you guess the meaning now? So to be resilient means to be able to recover quickly from difficult conditions. Resilient. Moving on. And the next word is inquisitive. Inquisitive. And the example is, her inquisitive nature makes her a great researcher. Inquisitive is curious and eager for knowledge. Inquisitive. And the next word is tangible. Tangible. What does it mean? Let's take a look at the example sentence. We need tangible results to prove the effectiveness of the program. Is it clear now? Tangible is clear and definite. Tangible. And the next word is subtle. Subtle. And the example is, there was a subtle change in his attitude that I almost didn't notice. So subtle is not obvious. Subtle. Moving on to the next word. Obligation. Obligation. What is obligation? For example, he felt an obligation to help his friend in need. So, obligation is a duty or a commitment to do something. Obligation. Moving on with some super advanced adjectives. And the next one is cumbersome. Cumbersome. And the example is, the cumbersome suitcase made traveling a bit more challenging. What does it mean? It means being large or heavy and difficult to carry or handle. Cumbersome. We're halfway through. Let's get down to the next word. Ambiguous. Ambiguous. Let's look at an example. His answer was so ambiguous that I didn't know what he really meant. So it's about being open to more than one interpretation, or simply being unclear. Ambiguous. And the next one is meticulous. Meticulous. And the example is, he was meticulous in his preparation for the presentation. So it's about showing great attention to detail or being very careful and precise. Meticulous. And the next one is benevolent. Benevolent. What does it mean? For example, your benevolent actions have helped many people in need. Benevolent means being kind and helpful. Benevolent. And the next one is eloquent. Eloquent. And the example is, her speech was so eloquent that it moved the entire audience. What does it mean? It means to be fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. Eloquent. And the next one is encompass. Encompass. And the example is, the course will encompass both theoretical and practical knowledge. What does it mean? To encompass means to include comprehensively. Encompass. We have 2 more left. And the next one is pragmatic. Pragmatic. For instance, she took a pragmatic approach to solving the problem. Being pragmatic means dealing with things sensibly and realistically. And finally, the last one, perplexing. Perplexing. Let's take a look at the examples. The instructions were so perplexing that no one knew how to follow them. What does it mean? Perplexing means very puzzling. Perplexing. How did you do? Don't forget to share your score in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more language content.